Yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen, bitches? Welcome back to the channel, the Real Madrid Career Mode episode 17. Career Mode episode. Never realized we had bars like that off the rip. We ain't even 10 seconds in and I'm dropping heat. There you go. Ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and leave a like. I told you, when you come in through the door, you know, dust your feet off on the mat. Take your jacket off and hang it right there where you like. Make sure you got your like in the jacket so I don't have to come and ask for it at the end of the video. You know, make sure you dropped it off. But we have some important stuff going on in today's episode. We have two very big games that I can remember. I don't even remember what's it. I remember two. I don't remember all three of the matches that are in this. You know, I'll be editing, bro. I'll be editing just in bulk. I got so much stuff that I'm editing. I don't even remember what I've edited. But I do remember we have Chelsea. We have Sevilla in today's episode. Second leg, Champions League quarterfinals here today. We're playing at Stamford Bridge. If you missed the episode, go ahead and watch the last one. We did manage to pick up a 1-0 victory over Chelsea at the Bernabeu. But again, if you watched it, you know we struggled. Chelsea were hard to break down. They put pressure on us. And now that we're coming to play them at Stamford Bridge, listen, it's a different proposition. It's a different proposition. You know, Chelsea, especially under Tuchel, they are very good. They're a very good team. And when you play them at Stamford Bridge, we saw what they did to Atletico in their Champions League winning season. They made them look average. And honestly, Atletico Madrid, them boys is good. Them boys is good, man. I feel like Atletico Madrid are like, the way they set up is like perfect, honestly, in my opinion. They've set up so solid between the back four, back five they play really, and the midfield, so solid and defensively just astute. But then they let it's like Simeone just tells the attacking players, yo, when we're gonna defend, we're gonna be solid. You're gonna put the work in defensively, but when you get the ball, do your thing. Because that's how Atletico play, bro. As soon as they win the ball back, everybody just turns up. You got Suarez, you got Griezmann and all that, just doing their 1-2s and their flicks, and then they start fluid movement and all that, and it's like, yo, this ain't the same team. It's like everybody just comes to life as soon as they win the ball. Atletico are so good. But yeah, that's the point. Chelsea made them look average when they played them, so we know we are in for a tough game here today. But we got off much earlier than we did in the first leg. You know, it took us 75 minutes to wake up in that first game. It didn't take us that long this time. We knew what we had to do. We came here and we knew that as long as we keep this game tight, we have an advantage because we have the goal. So as long as we're in this game, you know, we don't let Chelsea come and overrun us like they did in the first game and create a bag of chances. You know, we ease the pressure on Courtois. We should be okay because he's just so good in goal. But Mendy was forced into a save right there. Benzema, a huge chance for him as he got a header inside the box and maybe should have done a little bit better. But again, good save from the keeper. And it came down the other end as Chelsea had their own chance. But another good save made by Thibaut Courtois. And right now, he is the difference. There's no two ways about it. There's no sugarcoating it. Courtois is the difference between these two sides, between these two legs at this moment in time. But Chelsea continued to put the pressure on us. And it was a big header right there that Courtois got a hand to and was able to pick it up. Unfortunately for Chelsea, there was not a blue shirt around there in sight to kind of pick up that loose ball. Chelsea got to 74 minutes and they really wasn't able to create anything better than that as they had to make some changes. They brought on Kai Havertz, big baller. Don't know why he's being disrespected at Chelsea, but that's a discussion for another day. But we know what happens at Chelsea. If everybody knows, you've been on this channel long enough, you know how much I hate Chelsea. I cannot stand Chelsea. Honestly, my most hated club for reasons as such. They just disrespect young talent and just treat. Hey, we ain't gonna get into it. But big chance right there for Timo Werner, again denied by Courtois. And Courtois comes out, and this is something that you guys don't really get to see, but this is that's probably the biggest reason why I love Courtois. He comes out and he grabs everything. They put a cross into the box, he's coming out and he's taking it. I don't have to worry about heading the ball half the time. Like 50% of crosses, he just comes out and grabs, and it's so nice to have him do that. And again, just ease the pressure off me, made me not have to worry about that. But that was it. Chelsea could not create nearly as much as they created in the first half, probably because, you know, I played away. I was more reserved. I knew what I had to do, and this is something that is also with as much harder as the game is, and obviously playing on these settings and stuff. Game management comes into play. Like there are games like I will legit just I will slow the game the fuck down, boy. If I'm 1-0 up and I need that win, I will slow the game down. I will pass it around the back because I know how easily I could mess shit up and lose that lead. So in this game, you know, after about 70 minutes, we did our best to just slow the game down and play the management, and we kept the ball as well as we could. And obviously, we got players like Modric and Cruz, and if we want to keep the ball, we're going to keep that ball. You know, we're going to keep that ball for as long as we can. But big win, 0-0 at the bridge. And that one goal that we scored in the Bernabeu came out and was the difference. It sends us through into the semi-finals of the Champions League. And it's going to be a big semi-final. A big semi-final. I'm not going to tell you what team we're playing. It might be in this video somewhere. I ain't going to lie. I don't remember, like I said. But if it isn't, put it in the comment section. I want you guys to guess who we're playing in the semi-final. All I'm going to say is it's a big matchup. It's a big matchup in that Champions League semi-final. So big games coming up. And a big one in the Champions League coming up right away as we have to face Sevilla, who sit, I think, 3 points behind us in the league right now. So honestly, if it wasn't for just so many games coming about, this probably would have been a live game if it had lined up better. But obviously, we have the Chelsea game to figure out, which could have been a live game for itself. But you know, in situations like that, I don't want to choose which game to do live, so we just put them all together. Sometimes it just doesn't line up for me to do certain games as live games, because then I'd have an episode. If I wanted to do this live, then the Chelsea, I'd have an episode with one game, which is just the Chelsea game, which I might as well do live if I'm just gonna have an episode with one game, right? But yeah, a huge game right here. Sevilla are really pressing us for that top spot, and we're trying to hold on to it right now. Sevilla got themselves a brilliant goal right there. A wonderful solo effort as Lucas Ocampos scores we've seen this guy score some brilliant goals, but look at that first touch to leave Militao and then completely sell Soyuncu for dead. God, don't show that again. Man, I'm about to get a goddamn claim, bro. I'm about to get a strike on my channel for gross misconduct. For that touch was gross. Put Sevilla in the lead, and we had to make a comeback. We have to get back into this game. A loss is no good for us, because not only will Sevilla close the gap on us to 0 points, and I'm pretty sure we drew with Sevilla in the first game, so they'd be ahead of us on head-to-head. Not only would that be the case, but of course we'd already be behind Barcelona and Atletico. We would drop from first down to fourth. So we had to get ourselves back into this game. We knew that, and we continued to put pressure on Sevilla. And Vinicius Jr. picked back up his form. He had a little dip midway through the season. Started the season on fire. Dipped off, cooled off a little bit during, you know, November, maybe even October. November, December, January, probably kind of cooled off a little bit. He's picked it up towards the end of the season, and that's exactly what you want to see. Your star players picking up their form and really starting to make an impact again. Vinicius Jr. stepped up, found the back of the net in what could easily be considered our biggest game of the season so far. Obviously, that Barcelona one. It seems like every next game is the biggest so far, right? Because it just continues. The pressure just keeps going, and a huge chance, a massive chance. That's the type of opportunity that the AI would usually tuck away, to be honest. But it really wasn't a good enough finish, and Courtois made an easy save, and we gave ourselves a chance to take the lead as Pedro Neto raced through on goal, goes around the keeper, and just doesn't put enough on his finish. I tried to pass it into the back of the net and just didn't. I underhit it. That's how easily manual settings can come back to bite you. I just underhit it, and I just didn't put enough on it for it to cross the line, and that is a huge opportunity as Sevilla come back down the other end and force a save out of Thibaut Courtois, and Pedro Neto is going to be, what a miss. He's gone around the keeper, and he's just not put enough juice on it to cross the finishing line as the defenders have come back and gotten rid of it. And it's the 89th minute now. It's not really enough time for us to get our winning goal, but Sevilla sure have time to get a winning goal as they're working their way. En-Nesyri plays it back, and a save is forced out of Thibaut Courtois, and it goes out for a corner, and we still have to defend a little bit more as Sevilla just continue to put the pressure on us. They really want those 3 points in front of their home fans, and it's the last attack of the game. Sevilla decided to make a little bit of a weird one as they're taking off Youssef En-Nesyri. The ball's about to go into the box. You would want your leading goal scorer, who's good in the air, to be on the end of it, but it doesn't matter because they're gonna put it into the box. Go for a bicycle kick and a shot right there. So honestly, when that one came, I thought that hit the back of the net. When it happened, I thought that one went in, and I was vexed. I was vexed with myself regardless because of the Pedro Neto miss. Because I should have just pressed the shoot button, but I pressed the pass button. I tried to pass it in, and I just underhit. I didn't put enough on it. I rushed. That's what it was. That's what it came down to. I rushed the finish because of the pressure of having the 2 players on me, and obviously, you know, big game. And that's how easily manual settings can make a difference and really mess it up. But going from not so great news to a little bit better news, Toni Kroos signs a contract extension with us. He'll be with us for another 2 seasons. Obviously, earlier in the season, we had Luka Modric signing a year-long extension, so he'll be with us for another year. Love to see it. And Toni Kroos is another one who'll be with us for another year. So he's got his future secured for at least a couple more seasons, and that's beautiful to see, because Toni Kroos and Luka Modric, I love both of them, and like I've said before, I get an opportunity to play with some of the better players in the game, which I usually don't, because I'm usually playing with mid-table, you know, lower table sides. So, you know, I just give myself an opportunity to play, you know, use Toni Kroos more. He's like 89 overall. He's so good. His passing is insane and shit. Like, so yeah, Toni Kroos signs a contract extension. Brilliant news, but it just doesn't stop. We are in another league game, and every league game from now to the end of the season is as crucial as it gets. We can't afford. I've literally never had such a tight title race in my years of doing a career mode, and that's exactly what I wanted. It couldn't have worked out any better. That's why I chose Real Madrid, because I thought we could have stuff like this, and it's happening, and I'm just loving it. I'm loving this save right now because we have a huge title race on our hands. And like I said, every game we play is the biggest game of the season right now, because we need 3 points in all of them. We're up against Osasuna. You see, we've been creating some chances. They tried to get a little bit fancy, but Casemiro is just always there to break up anything. Karim Benzema luckily just able to get that through to Rodrigo. 1-on-1 with the keeper, and Rodrigo finds the back of the net, and he saw that the fake, the dummy, the finish. That's how you know I'm getting comfortable with the finishing, because for me to feel comfortable enough to, you know, to try and sell a fake, for me to do anything other than just supremely focus when I'm 1-on-1 with a keeper, that's how you know I'm getting more comfortable. You know, we couldn't get much better with a finish than that, other than for it to really caress the side netting, because that is in the corner. Lovely finish from the Brazilian, and he's stepped up his form. Shout out to Rodrigo. He's stepped up his form. He's been really good. I'm more than happy with him this season. The role he's played, he's done a great job off the bench, filling in as a starter every now and again. He's done so good. And a beautiful chance right there, as Toni Kroos done so well and found the man inside the box. Again, Toni Kroos is just so good, but unable. I did try and hit that one first time, and it just, you know, FIFA things, as they didn't hit it first time, and I was forced to pay right there. We had another great opportunity that fell to Rodrigo. The first shot was blocked, and the second shot, honestly, I panicked. And I rushed it, and we ended up just completely butchering the finish, but we're still looking for that second goal, because we know that as long as it's 1-0, anything can happen, and Osasuna get into this game, and all of a sudden, you know, we've dropped points, and we don't want that to be the case. A great save forced out of the keeper. It comes to Benzema, and Benzema's header is just wide of the post, and it just seems like we just can't get that second goal no matter what we do. And it's into the final minutes of the game as Osasuna all of a sudden have a chance to steal it from us, and it's played in behind, and Thibaut Courtois makes a fantastic double save to secure us all 3 points. Man, what else is there to say about this keeper? Honestly, Thibaut Courtois is he is the man, as Osasuna come forward again. The ball is one in the air, and that is the final opportunity of the game. Osasuna get nothing. We get all 3 points. It's a hard, cruel game, but at the end of the day, we should have been clear. And this is what I'm talking about with this whole deserve thing, right? I'm recording two episodes back to back, so honestly, I don't even know if that was this episode that I was talking about this. No, it wasn't. It was in the last episode. I was talking about, like, how people say, oh, we deserve to win this game. This team deserved to win. This is what I'm talking about. If Osasuna had scored that header and we dropped 2 points, we can't then sit there and say we deserve to win that game. No, we didn't. We had mountains of chances. We didn't take most of them. For us to then throw it away at the end, you can't sit there and say you deserve to win. But luckily for us, we held on. We took all 3 points out of that game. Devastating for us as soon as you can see right there. They're in a relegation scrap trying to get all the points. 1 point would have been, I mean, every point matters in that situation. Just like for us, every point matters. And of course, you can see right there, after us dropping points in our game, we are now no longer... Hold on, there we go. We're no longer top of the league. We came into this video 1 point clear at the top. We are now 1 point behind Barcelona, who sit at the top of the league, and 3 points clear of Sevilla. And again, Real Sociedad slipped off a little bit. Real Sociedad sitting 9 points behind Barcelona now. So they're slipping away. They're still fighting for Champions League football, but as far as we're concerned, we got to worry about Barcelona. We need to worry about Sevilla, and Atletico Madrid is so tight. And this is, like I said, this is what I'm loving about this save. I've wanted a save where I can just play my best. Like, I literally don't have to. Like, there have been times in other saves where I've literally had to think of ways while I'm playing the game to make it tougher for myself so that I don't overachieve, right? Like, I've had to do that because I'll pick a team like I think in my Leicester save I finished in the Champions League in the first season, and that was before Leicester even... I've done that save before Leicester even won the league. So we're talking about a relegation team, and I qualified for the Champions League in the first season. Like, I didn't want that. I wanted a relegation scrap. And now I have a save where I can literally just go all out. I could play my best. I could try as hard as I can. We could win games 5-0. Even if we win games 6-1. Even if we was unbeaten in the beginning of this save for like the first 15 games or so. And now look at us. We're still in a title scrap. We're not even top of the league anymore. I'm literally going as hard as I can. And it still might not be good enough. And that is what I've wanted. I love it. But take one last look at the table. We're going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys are enjoying this save as much as I am, because I am loving it. Shout out to all the people from Spain who are watching as well. I see you guys. I see you guys in the analytics. I see you Madrid fans. Hala Madrid, all of that. Like, subscribe, and share. Shout out to everybody. Love you guys. Until next time. Deuces.